I want to move on to some other questions that we've got around how you can make connections in your organisation. And Abbie, I want to start with you because I would imagine that you're kind of walking the walk at the moment as you're quite new to your role. So how are you going about making connections? It's obviously Facebook is a huge organisation, global business. How are you going about making connections and getting to know the new colleagues that you have?
Yeah, it's always really overwhelming to be the new girl, however many times we've done it, and especially in a company that is just so massive. So what I have been doing is we have various online groups that I have joined, admin this or the group for the admins who do that, for example. I've also had little one-to-ones or coffee chats or 15 minutes with as many admins as I can get my hands on that will allow me to intrude on their time for a few minutes. If I travel to a different office, I try and set up time with the different admins there, or a VC or a phone call. I try to take part in all the team bonding things and the socials that are happening. In my company, there's a great deal, so we're very lucky. But I mean, I still also do a lot of external networking because I think that's so important. And even in this time of, these rather difficult times, there's still networking going on for EAs and PAs. And if you were going to set up a network, then if say you're a smaller company or a large company and you don't have an EA or PA network, I think that's so crucial. And I would suggest that you try and get as many admins as you can together and have a think about what the point of your network would be. Like what's it going to achieve? What's it going to do? Is it just for a team lunch? Is it just for a personal development? What's the point of it? And then agree a cadence. So how often you're going to meet? What are you going to achieve? And I just think that even for someone like me who's a very strong introvert, networking is, you got to do it. It's really useful.
You've just got to put yourself out there, especially when you are new, because you need to build that network up pretty quickly, don't you? It's just, you have to do it. What about you, Kirsi? I know that you run the network there at Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. So how have you gone about building connections and making sure people know about the network?
I think it's really really important to connect with other departments that you're in your organization. We're actually quite lucky because we are hot desking, so we're not in one bubble of just admins all together, because I think that's one of the things that can be an issue when it comes to also our image, because there's just the admins in their bubble doing the admin thing, and most of the time, trust me, the people can walk past when you've probably heard the best laugh you've had, and that's what they do, they just go there. So my advice is always to get to know everybody else, also not just obviously connect with admins because they are your lifeline, especially when you're new. As again, we can't write down everything about our profession, so you have to have the connections who can help you to get through it, but also connect with other departments. Try to do maybe some cross training, understand what they're doing, and through that they will also learn what you are doing and how what your role actually is all about. So with our assistance network, we're now about a year old, and of course it's hard, because people will see it like, it's a group of women who's going to get together and what they're going to really do there. But you have to be very vocal and about what you have done. So when you have training sessions, share what you've been learning, feed that back to the managers. When you have newsletters, use LinkedIn, share what you do, because it's about the visibility.
Absolutely, and it's so important. I think there's a Facebook network as well for assistants, right, Abbie? Yeah, it seems so much more common now than it ever has done in years, and it's kind of power in numbers, an opportunity to get together and share best practice. It's so vital that assistants do this in whatever organisation that they work in.